58, that's the number for June, and here's what it means in plain English. On Florida's Gulf Coast right now, buyers are holding the better cards. Not all the cards, but the better cards. And where you are on this coast changes everything. Hi, everyone. If you haven't met me, I'm Michael Rennick, your Florida West Coast real estate specialist, and this is the first official reading of the Gulf Coast Buyer Leverage Score. It's a number my team computes every month for 14 communities across Sarasota and Manatee counties, straight from the same MLS data we work in every single day. And let me tell you why we study the market at this level. Because every negotiation is won or lost before it starts. When my buyer writes an offer or my seller sets a price, I already know who's holding the leverage in that exact community. That's my competitive advantage. I understand the market. I know it down to the number. And the agent on the other side of the table usually doesn't study at this level. Most agents have opinions, but we measure. And starting today, we're showing you our work every month out in the open. And here's how to read it. 0 on the score means sellers run the table. They own the market. 100 means the buyers do. 50 is dead even. No spin, just the read. Mathematical calculations. The headline this month is the Barrier Islands. Holmes Beach came in at 79, the most buyer favorable market in the entire coast. 65% of the sellers there have already cut their price at least once. Siesta Key, 73. Lido Key, 72. And across the islands, homes aren't closing anywhere near the original asking price. They're closing 12, 13, 14% underneath it. And if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for island leverage, I'll say it plainly. It's here, it's now. Now the mainland, completely different conversation. That's why it's important to study the data. Lakewood Ranch is the firmest market we measured, 43. 2 months of supply, June sales ran 35% above the normal June pace. If you're selling in Lakewood Ranch, you hold the best cards on this part of Florida on the West Coast. And Parrish, sellers there are closing at 94.5% of their original ask. That's the strongest closing ratio anywhere on the board. So no, this is not everything's a buyer's market, and balance does not mean soft. Here's the part that generally surprised me when the numbers came in this month. June got faster, almost everywhere. Most of our 13 scored communities closed at or above their seasonal pace. Think about what that means. Buyers have real leverage. The inventory, the price cuts, the discounts, they're all real. But the market is not sitting still waiting for you. The leverage is real and it is not growing. 2 communities I'm watching for July. First, Longboat Key. 56, and even match on paper, almost 50-50. And 63 closings in June. 36% above the seasonal norm. That paper leverage is getting eaten fast. If Longboat's on your list, the data says don't dawdle. Second, Lido Key. 72, 9 months of supply, real room. But June ran 34% over pace there too. Big leverage, but narrowing window. One honest note, Bradenton Beach got no score this month. 2 closings in June. 2 sales aren't a market reading, and they're not an antidote. And we don't publish noise. That's the deal the scorecard makes with you. When the data's too thin, we say so. No BS. So what do you do with all of this? If you're buying, the islands are your market. Target listings setting past 60 days, negotiating terms, not just price. But move with a purpose, because June's pace says the windows are starting to narrow. If you're selling on the mainland, you've still got the cards, solid cards. Price with the market, you'll do just fine. On the islands, the data is blunt. Price sharp on day one, because chasing the market down is the most expensive mistake you can make on this coast right now. The full reading, every community, every verdict, and the actual math behind the number. It's at whatthegulfcoastdecoded.com will tell you each and every month. Just click on the Decoded at the top of our site, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. New reading every first Monday. And if you want to talk about your building, your street, your situation, call or text me on my cell. No pressure. That's not how we work at all. My number is 941-400-8735. Again, my name is Michael Rennick. I'm your Florida West Coast real estate specialist. This was a June reading. See you again next month. Take care.